Yo! So, today we'll be talking about the best side hustles to go into 2024 doing. If you want to make an extra 100 to even 3 grand a month, even just $20 a day, that goes far at the end of the month. But I'm going to be talking to you about the top 4 side hustles today, and I will bring up the 5th, but you don't make it right away. It takes, I would say, 4 to 6 months to actually start making money. So today, the first side hustle I will be bringing up is Uber Eats / just normal Uber. Depends on what age you are. So for Uber Eats, you have to be at least 18, and obviously you have to have a car of some sort. You could also, which I would not recommend doing, is you can essentially rent out a car. You can rent a Tesla or whatever, a Honda Civic, whatever. But the rates are, I would say, it depends, but about $40 to $80 a day for a lower end fuel efficient car. But the thing is, you also have to take in mind that you have to pay for the gas of that car and also the car itself. So say it's $60, and then you only end up making $80 to $100 a day. You're not making that much. You're only making $20, $40 after the rental and gas. But I actually was doing this morning. So I do Uber Eats sometimes, just, extra $40, whatever. So it really depends on where you live too, because if you live in a city, you can make a lot more than if you're in a rural kind of small town type of thing. But if you're in a small town kind of vibe, I would not recommend doing it because you just won't make much money. You'll make $20, $40 a day, and that's obviously not livable, even for a side hustle. The second side hustle is Turo. Going back off of if you own a car or something like that. So you are going to need a car. It really depends. It doesn't matter what car. I believe, so Turo requires the car to be 2013 and newer. So if you have a car later than 2013, you can do this. So essentially, kind of like I was saying, Uber Eats, you can rent your car. It's like renting an Airbnb, but you can rent that for a car. A lot of people are doing this nowadays because you can find it a lot cheaper, and then just going to the dollar thing. I forgot what it's called, but just different rental agencies when you go to the airport or wherever. So people are renting it. But there are some downsides to this. The downside is obviously miles, but you can also put on the app, say 400 miles, that's all you can use, and then you have to pay an extra $1.25 if you go over that for the customer. But I would say I would give this out of 10 or an 8. It depends on what car you have, and if you really care about that car. I would recommend doing a lower end car, a cheap car, because people will smoke in it. People will, do whatever in it. You always got to remember that. If you rent out something crazy and it's $500, $600 a day, not many people are obviously going to be able to afford that, especially right now. So the third is selling any of your old items that you have just laying around your house on eBay. I use OfferUp a lot. I would also recommend not going to meet somebody nowadays, but OfferUp, I have done that in the past. It's fine. Just make sure, you bring someone with you and you'll be all right. But also on OfferUp, you always want to make sure that you go to a public place, whether that's like a mall or something, because if they start saying, meet me behind Harris Teeter or something like that, you should be a little, what's going on? But the fourth would be YouTube. Obviously, that's what I'm doing now. So you really don't make money off of YouTube until obviously you have to get monetized. So you have to have, the regulations are 500 subscribers at least, and I believe it's 3 million views for shorts and about 25 hours of watch time, which essentially means if you're watching this, say the video is 5 minutes, you watch 5 minutes, that's 5 minutes towards that goal. So right now I'm obviously not getting monetized, but eventually you can make money off of that, and it can be one of those side hustles that once you start and you're sleeping, you're making money. So, and the last one would be TikTok. So I run a bunch of these little accounts that you pretty much upload. So I run it in Impractical Jokers, which probably some of you have heard of, but essentially you go on YouTube, screen record the video, and then you upload it on YouTube, upload it on TikTok. And you'll see a lot of these accounts that'll say Sal just jumped off a cliff, or Sal just jumped, anything crazy like that, right? you'll see part 1, and then they'll post that. It'll be like 40, 60 seconds, and then you'll do part 2. So essentially, you just want to keep people going, and you don't want to upload the whole thing because then people are waiting for your part. And obviously that's making you more money. So that's what I would say are the top 5 side hustles going into 2024. A lot has changed since 2023. Obviously 2023, if you go back on the old video that I did, I recommended drop shipping. It's kind of dead now. I've done that before, made like $100 in total. You don't really make much unless it's a whole process. I can do a separate video about that, but let me know down below what type of videos you want to see. I'll be uploading almost every single day, and yeah, appreciate you guys. I'll catch you.